The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Right ahead, the NFL playoffs begin here on this Saturday afternoon. It's the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wild Card Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different about playoff football in the NFL. You can feel it in the stadium. You can sense it down on the field in pregame. Both these teams have had this as their #1 goal all year. Make it to the playoffs. Everybody has a shot, and we're about to kick this thing off and get rolling.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I remember talking to him earlier this season, Mike, and he emphasized the importance of winning their division. That guarantees you host at least one playoff game. Well, that goal, that's been reached. Now, they have their sights set on something even bigger, but to accomplish that, they're going to have to take advantage of this opportunity right here in front of them. That starts by doing whatever it takes over these next couple hours to extend their season by 1 more week.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Yellow. Another run here with Hubbard. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the 1st down. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Ravens. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Going on the road in the playoffs, Mike, it's daunting for any quarterback, let alone a rookie. But if there's one thing this guy has shown all year, it's the fact that not only is he resilient, but nothing appears to ever faze him. Getting your team to the tournament in your first year, it's a massive accomplishment in its own right, but I don't think he's done yet. He expects to walk into this stadium in a hostile environment and come away with a win, and there's one thing this season has showed us is don't put anything past this guy.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
3rd and long. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On play action, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. He runs with it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they're on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. He'll manage only a couple. Cole Bishop up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Yellow.
They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get forward for a couple. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Yellow.
Mahomes back. And that will wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this out to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Yellow.
A run with Hubbard. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Baltimore. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Second down and 3. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but he needs to work on his arm strength.
And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll look to set up the screen here. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Here's Gibbs. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mooney in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. The tight end, Fant, in motion. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. This pass deflected and caught. Look at the big guy rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Patriots offense, Jahmyr Gibbs set to get back on the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. They'll look to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals doing battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They send the receiver in motion left. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. Going for it all. That is hard. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Taking off. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, New England. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford fires to Cup. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Yellow.
Mooney in motion. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The Patriots offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Medical staff will take a look, see if he can continue here in the wild card round. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Yellow. Martin.
Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
15. Martin.
Mooney in motion.
Martin.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Yellow.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
Martin.
They'll run with Hubbard. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hubbard. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Ravens gonna extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That one complete to Leggett. And he's into the end zone. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He gets that to his big target fast. And that is
Attack, attack! Right side!
On first down, it's Mahomes. Connects with Kupp on the slant. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Yellow! Right side!
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Connected with the tight end. That's big. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of it.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Baltimore. Carlson's kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's caught. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Receiver in motion, headed left. He'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Kupp in motion. It's a zone read given to Hubbard. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Yellow!
Mahomes going to keep it himself. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Yellow!
That's how quick it's Kupp on the RPO. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, Mahomes. To get this complete, it's Kupp again. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Yellow. 15.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So out comes the kicker. Big spot for Anders Carlson. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Ready.
Now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll air one out for Palmer. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it. And now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. Oh, he missed it. It is no good. What a time for a miss, as this game will remain tied here in the closing stages of the fourth quarter. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Hubbard. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Yellow.
They'll motion a tight end right. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. So, overtime coming up. Reminder, these rules different from the regular season. Each team gets to possess the football once. After that time, its next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. And all replay challenges come from upstairs. We'll play as long as we need to until we get a winner. As if playoff football wasn't stressful enough, it is jacked up now. We're back underway with this postseason overtime session. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's Gibbs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Now a first throw here in overtime. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take up. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And with these new overtime rules in the postseason, Mike, remember, most teams want to go on defense first. But here, they get the ball first, and they go down and score. Now their defense knows we have to hold them out of the end zone, and we find ourselves moving on.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. To the middle, it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes now to throw again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. And you can bet, if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
So it's a road win here for the Patriots. It was as tight a game as anyone could hope for. It took overtime to find a winner, but they will advance in these playoffs. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.